सर नेक्स्ट सवाल है कुशल मौर्य जी का. एज यू नो द हायर इकोनॉमिक क्लास influence politics and economic policies to keep middle class and poor people poor for cheap labor and other benefits. So what kind of economics model, economic class, middle class and poor?
Now the question you are asking about economic policies about for the poorest and the middle classes, I feel, including the laboring classes and all those things. You see, I have been speaking on this a lot, and you see the Indian economy requires, you see, major changes along with the educational policy. See, we are required to bring, you see, 4 fundamental reforms in India, 4 comprehensive reforms in India. I would just enlist them. Comprehensive electoral reforms, comprehensive judicial reforms, comprehensive economic reforms, and comprehensive educational reforms. These 4 fundamental reforms are to be brought in India if at all, you see, we want to change India and we solve, you see, major problems. Now, you see, speaking about economics and education, you see, jointly I would say, because electoral reforms and judicial reforms require, you see, special attention, and it has to be discussed differently, separately. But you see, if I speak purely about the economic reforms and the educational reforms, you see, if we study the McKinsey report and you see the various reports of economics, India requires to generate, you see, 90 lakh jobs. 90 lakh jobs per, you see, annum. Considering the working age population growth in India, because you see the major population is young population, the working age population in India is from 15 to 64. Every year around, you see, 1.60 crore, you see, people, 1 crore 60 lakh people are, you see, entering into the working age population. Out of that, you see, many young boys go for, you see, further higher education and other, you see, academic purposes. But at least 90 lakh jobs are required in India every year. And from 2023 onwards, you see, we are required to, you see, generate 1 crore 20 lakh jobs. For this, India should grow at the rate of 8 to 8.5% of the GDP per annum. That is the data that we should always remember. That every year we are required to grow at the rate of 8.85% GDP growth rate. And generate 90 lakh jobs till 2023 and 1 crore 20 lakh jobs from 2023 onwards. I'm quoting the McKinsey report and you see Cambridge Econometrics. Now, if you see the growth model of India, it is not, you see, labor intensive, and you see it is not specifically what is it called knowledge and innovation driven economy. Because today's growth will come not only by the workforce or not because you are having much capital. It would come if you are having the knowledge and you see talents, the skills and the technology for the growth. Suppose America and China, if they are having much amount, if they are having huge capital, but if they don't have, you see, the knowledge and skills and technology, they cannot sustain a higher growth rate. So India, looking at the skill position and the talent position, we are having a higher education percentage of 26% only as of date now. And you see the skilled population of India, the skilled working age population of India, or skilled workforce, that is said specifically, is only around 5 to 7%. But if you see South Korea, it is 96% of the skilled population. Japan, almost all 80% of workforce is skilled. USA, UK, all 64, 68 and 70% and above. China and all those countries. So we are required to, you see, give our education based on science. First and foremost thing, unless we base our education on science and technology and all other things of human rights and constitution and all other knowledges of the social sciences and humanities. But basically, it should be based on science and technology and the rights, the human rights. That is what simply I can say science and humanism. Unless we base our education policy on that, we will not be able to, you see, generate this talent and these skills, and we will not be able to grow at the rate of 8 or 8.5%. Until such point of time, the problem of the poorest and the middle classes and the laboring classes and the farmers would remain in India. So we are required to change the complete economic model and the educational model of India, which the BJP government is oblivious about. And I feel that it requires a special policy attention of cosmo-humanism in India.